What up, y'all? Today we're going to be going over 8 questions to ask a VA before actually hiring them for your business. So the goal here is not to hire a task robot. The goal here is to hire someone who can actually problem solve, think for themselves, and really just make your life a lot easier. So with that being said, here are 8 questions to find that person. The first thing we are looking for somebody with interpersonal skills. Let's switch over to red right here. So the first question would be, can you tell me about a time that you helped resolve a team conflict? Let me scroll down here. And then the second one is, how do you handle different personalities at work? So I'll just do this, personalities, and then that one is conflict. And for these ones, you're looking for someone who's adaptable and really just emotionally aware, not just someone who follows instructions, but someone who's easy to work with and who's, most importantly, good under pressure. Then the second set of questions is going to help gauge their communication styles and skills. Switching over to red. The first question we got is, how do you stay in touch with your team? And then the second question we got here, have you ever had a communication issue, and how did you fix that? Now, for these ones, you want someone who's clear, consistent, and comfortable with tools like Slack, email, or Zoom, especially if they'll be dealing with clients or reporting back to you. And this will give you kind of a good gauge to be like, oh, okay, when issues do arise, because they always will, this is how they typically act and problem solve. Third set of questions we got here are revolving around management. Now, even if the VAs haven't managed people before, good VAs are going to know how to manage projects and deadlines. So these are still useful regardless. So the first question you want to ask, have you managed projects or tasks for other clients? To help you out there. And the next one is, how do you prioritize when everything is urgent? So top VAs might mention tools that you know of, like Trello or ClickUp, or they might say like how they organize things without needing a lot of hand holding. You might get some good stories about some things that have happened with clients, and you can kind of gauge their skill sets for managing not only teams but projects based off what they say here. Another thing you want to ask questions on is regarding their quality of work. Switching over to red here. The first question to kind of gauge their quality of work is, how do you make sure your work is accurate? And what I mean by that is, if I'm looking for a specific video to be edited, how can I make sure that they're actually making what I'm kind of envisioning? And then second, what's a time you went above and beyond? So let's do above and beyond for client, if you're working with clients. Or for someone you've worked with, you can say it like that. And really, you just want someone who cares about the details and actually takes pride in doing a good job. And bonus points for this one if they ask for feedback, or if you hire them, if they're asking you for feedback, that's always a good sign. And then if they're improving over time without being asked, they're studying things, they're asking for courses, this is always a good sign that their quality of work is going to improve. Now, if you want someone who has all these skills, let me pop open the pen tool right here. You can go right here, sign up, make a free account, post some free jobs, get some applicants. And it is myherovA.com.